Good morning, handsome. Thank you for your two-part video this morning. Actually, I had planned to get up at 7 right when it was time to wake the kiddos up, but I had to get up at like 6:15 or something to go to the bathroom, and then I looked on my phone and saw you had messaged me, so I'm like, I'll just get up now, drink my coffee now before everybody else wakes up. Perfect time to watch your video. So yeah, thank you. And the one meme, the live, laugh, love, or whatever, that's, my supervisor has that on her wall in her office, and I'm just like, cliche. You lose 1 point. Other than that, you're cool. And then that moon waterfall picture, that was awesome. I think after Christmas, that might be my new background thingy. Should turn the radio down probably, huh? Yeah. But yeah, thank you for all of that. And then there was, the Toyota Celica. Yeah, that, I don't know, that just rang with me because my grandma, racist grandma, get in the cage. She used to drive Toyota Celica, a much newer one. I think it was like a early 2000s model or something. So nowhere near as cool as that one you saw. But yeah, Toyotas are good cars for sure. I know my Aunt Monica had a Corolla. Camry. No, it was a Corolla that my Aunt Deanna had for like 5 or so years. And then she sold it to my other Aunt Monica, and she drove that for like 10 years or so until it finally fell apart. It was a good car. Yeah, Toyotas, good cars. Japanese goodness. I am on my way to HR to do focus training, which yesterday I kind of talked about that and I misunderstood. It's not going to be like computer training, like on the PowerPoint thing. It's actually a person teaching me how to use, it's basically their database for like all the client information and all this stuff, like where you put your notes in and look up all the client details and all that jazz. So today and tomorrow I gotta be there. Today from 10 to noon, and then tomorrow from 9 to noon. It's me and one other guy that are being trained on it. So that'll be fun, hopefully. And actually, tonight is Chloe's band concert, which I had thought I was gonna have to miss it, but I brought it up with my supervisor, and she said I could take off today at 5:30 to be back in time for that, but I'm making it up tomorrow, so I'll be there tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it'll be alright though. The only shitty thing right now, I woke up this morning with a sore throat, and like this gland right here is like all swollen, and there was like at least 5 or 6 clients yesterday that were sick. One was wearing a face mask thingy. So that's awesome. Just started. A welcome gift. You get the sickness. Hopefully it won't be anything too massive, because Christmas, I don't want to be sick on Christmas. Fuck that. There was like a list of things I was going to mention, and of course, I guess the one thing I remembered from your video, that mine thing that will hopefully get killed or whatever before it starts going anywhere. Like, I remember you telling me about that a few times. You had mentioned it, and it's just one of those things that just pisses me off for the simple fact that the government just thinks their citizens are just stupid. They just, like, there's no good that will come from something like that other than profits for the already fat cat rich folks. Like, but these citizens are just supposed to be okay with it. You know, the government's giving them, you said $1 billion, I can't remember if you said $1 million or $1 billion. Either way, like you said, there's no way like some smaller businessman running out of business, going bankrupt or something, they're not gonna help them out like that. Hell no. And this is an Indian company, they're not even Australian. But no big deal. We'll help you out as long as we get a hell of a kickback from you, of course. But it's all fucking corrupt. And that Juice Media, yeah, they do a really good job explaining that stuff for sure. They did one, I'm sure you saw it, the one about net neutrality here, which I thought was awesome. Like, they're Australian, but yet they're still focusing on other stuff, which I felt kind of bad because, like, it seems like the major news outlets like Reddit and everything else is pretty American-centric. Like, they put a lot more emphasis on things that are happening here than anywhere else in the world, even though issues in other countries are just as relevant and just as important. But everything seems to be, at least from what I can tell, it's just American-centric. And yeah, it shouldn't be so much that. But yeah, and it was cool that you got to talk to I think you said it was the guy Paul was buying the dryer from, or somebody else you ran into, I can't remember. It was while I was taking the coffee, so I wasn't quite awake yet. But yeah, just, it's so awesome when you can talk to somebody new about something like that and get into a real good conversation about things, whether you agree with them or not. As long as they're willing to have the conversation, it's just refreshing to be able to do that with seemingly intelligent people. But yeah, that was a cool story. And yeah, Paul getting a dryer for $1, Jesus. I guess I shouldn't complain because we got our dryer for free from Ross's aunt. She upgraded her setup at home, and at the time, our then dryer was acting up big time. We had to constantly, like, the heating coil was going out like every other week, having to replace it, like some wiring issue. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she heard about it because her brother, Ross's dad, kept coming over to help us fix that, and she was like, here, have a dryer for free. You're welcome. Oh, you're awesome. This is that same Aunt Sharon that is always all up in your business, but it's alright. When you give us a free dryer, I guess I'll let it pass. Oh man. And sorry about yesterday. I was a stress case, if you couldn't tell. Just the whole day I was just on edge. That sun is bright. It was just like one thing after another, and then I got that massive headache that just would not stop, and I was just getting all this information thrown at me, and I sat in on, I think, three groups. 2 were an hour long, or no, one was an hour, and the other 2 were an hour and a half, and 2 were the exact same group, just different people. Which, it was fine, it was just with the headache, it was a little bit of a challenge. And then, yeah, that freaking IT thing. Oh my god, I felt like such a fucking moron. Like, I cannot believe I completely forgot. That was last Wednesday when I was doing all the paperwork with HR. Which we were going over so much stuff, like life insurance stuff, 401k stuff, benefits, just the whole shebang. And then now I remember, she was like, I need you to write down a password with, one capital letter, and it has to have a number, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. And I wrote it down, and it just got lost in all the paperwork I had. And I completely forgot that part of the conversation even occurred. And I just thought, like, oh, I don't have a login yet. I guess I'll get that in a day or so. And my supervisor was like, okay, yeah, I guess. But then yesterday she's like, I'm going to call IT and see. You should have a login by now, so you can check your emails and stuff. And she was just, she hands me the phone, and he said something, and it just, when he said it, it clicked, and I was just like, my stomach sank, and I was like, I am a fucking moron. I am so sorry, John from IT, one of 3 IT professionals that the whole organization relies upon. I have just wasted your time in the most idiotic way. Please forgive me. Don't hate me. I promise I will not be that type of person in the future. I hope not anyway. Jesus Christ. Oh, and I could just tell he was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Sorry, John. I really am. Just, I've been cringing nonstop every time I think about that ever since it happened. So yeah, there's that. Off to a great start. But anyway, Kathleen will be back today finally. So I'll get to hear all about her California trip. And Robert Sapolsky, I think she said, I don't know, she met a few of these keynote speakers. I don't know if she met him or just saw his talk. I don't know, but if she met him, the jealousy will consume me. Which it already has, because she got to see him in person, in the flesh. Like, oh, he's just such an awesome, cool guy. I could listen to him talk for days, and I would never get bored. But yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday, when I finally got home, I spent a little time with the kids, and then got the video uploaded for you, and then I didn't even, I had a handful of almonds. That's what I ate yesterday. I was just so fucking done. I was like, don't care, going to bed. I can't go on. So yeah, by tonight, after Chloe's concert, I'm gonna be ready to eat everything in sight, which is no good, because then I want to eat all the carbs. Can't do that. But yeah, it'll take a little getting used to and finding my niche in this new routine. I don't know. It's just all jacked up more so right now because of all this extra stuff I gotta do at the HR building, and then with Ross being home and just no time to myself to even think or be alone other than when I'm in the shower or in this car. It's a little overwhelming, but I'll get there. Thursday, that's another thing. I get to go with Kathleen because her and another girl on the team actually do they call DUI court. That's the, I don't know if that's what you guys call it there, driving under the influence. It's for clients that are in our program, but they're also enrolled in this program to try and eliminate a DUI from their record, or just lessen the consequences of their DUI or DUIs. And you actually go to the courthouse and you have meetings with them there, and then you basically watch what happens at their court date and whether they get sanctioned or arrested or all that stuff, which is awesome. I did do that. It was mental health court then, or drug court at my internship. So I'm kind of familiar with it, but it'll be a little bit different that it's strictly DUI court. So that'll be fun. It'll be like old times going with Kathleen. So that will be cool. And then I get Friday off and Monday because it's Christmas. So I get a 4-day weekend. That's cool. So yeah. I don't know if I have any other excitement really. I'm trying to remember what else you talked about. I suck at remembering. I don't know. I am approaching the downtown area, and it is a bit stressful down here in the mornings. Everybody's going to work, and there's to get to the HR building, it's on a one-way because there's a ton of one-way streets downtown Peoria, so you gotta go up and around just to get there. just go ahead and wrap this up before I get into the really heavy traffic down yonder. And yeah, so by the time you're seeing this, it's probably well into your morning or early afternoon. Because again, can't upload it till I get to my laptop. That's so annoying that it won't. Because I tried it a couple weeks ago again. Because I remember running into that issue back at Bradley when I was making videos there, or on the way there, trying to upload, and it would work, and then all of a sudden, or it worked for a while, and then one day it's just like, nope, not gonna do it. Goes through the preparing stage, get to the upload stage, fuck you. And it just would not move. And I don't know, I didn't ask, I don't know if we have Wi-Fi at work. I'm sure we do, but I'm not hooked up to it at this point, and the signal there for Verizon is pretty shitty, so there's no way in hell I could upload there anyway. It would take a century, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, alright, I'm really approaching downtown now, so I will wrap this up, get it uploaded when I can, sometime tonight, and I do have a few memes for you, so at least I have that this time. Alright, I will talk to you later.